Breaking. Trump's releasing another memo. You'll love this next one even more. In a bombshell interview after the release of the 4-page FISA memo on Friday, Devin Nunes, RCA, revealed that this is merely Phase 1, and there would be more memos released as the committee concluded its investigation into abuse of FISA warrants by the Obama administration, and the State Department is next. What is being revealed is a Nixonian media drama unfolding before our very eyes as the very people charged with upholding the very laws they are charged with writing now seem to believe they are somehow above those very same laws. As a result, they are vehemently opposed to transparency, as many work at exposing the corrupt institution that fought tooth and nail against the release of a document that exposes government wrongdoing and corruption in all its foul glory. Appearing on Fox News' special report with host Bret Baier, Nunes states the release of this initial first memo on FISA abuse was only the beginning of their investigation. When asked by Baier if more memos would come out, Nunes responded, "Yes, this completes just the FISA abuse portion of our investigation," adding that the investigation is ongoing. "We are in the middle of what I call Phase 2 of our investigation, which involves other departments," Nunes continued. Specifically, the State Department and some of the involvement they had in this. That investigation is ongoing and we continue work towards finding answers and asking the right questions to try to get to the bottom of what exactly the State Department was up to in terms of this Russia investigation. Nunes further revealed that although he himself was heavily involved in the compilation of the current memo just released and he plans to continue to be heavily involved in the compilation and release of future memos, however, he states he has not yet seen the FISA application mentioned in the memo due to an agreement with the Justice Department. He states, "The agreement we made with the Department of Justice was to create a reading room and allow one member and 2 investigators to review the documents. I thought the best person on our committee will be the chairman of the Oversight Committee, Rep. Trey Gowdy. They would come back with their notes and brief the rest of the committee members." Prior to his congressional career, Representative Trey Gowdy, SCR, served as a federal prosecutor for the U.S. Attorney for the District of South Carolina from 1994 to 2000 and then as the District Attorney for South Carolina's 7th Judicial Circuit. Many believe, including Nunes, that Gowdy will be a bulldog, as well as a man of integrity, in a case that clearly needs such a man. At this point it is unclear as to just what role the State Department may have had in the Fourth Amendment and surveillance abuses outlined in the memo, yet those such as the Washington Examiner's Byron York noted it is of significance that former MI6 spy, Christopher Steele, was well connected with the Obama State Department. This relationship between Steele and the Obama State Department, led by none other than Hillary Clinton, has also been noted by The Guardian correspondent Luke Harding in his book Collusion, Secret Meetings, Dirty Money, and How Russia Helped Donald Trump Win. Harding notes Steele's work during the World Cup soccer corruption investigation earned the trust of both the FBI and the State Department under the Obama administration. The soccer episode burnished Steele's reputation inside the U.S. intelligence community and the FBI. Here was a pro, a well-connected Brit, who understood Russian espionage and its subterranean tricks. Steele was regarded as credible. Between 2014 and 2016, Steele authored more than 100 reports on Russia and Ukraine. These were written for a private client but shared widely within the State Department and sent up to Secretary of State John Kerry and to Assistant Secretary of State Victoria Nuland, who was in charge of the U.S. response to the Ukraine crisis. Many of Steele's secret sources were the same sources who would supply information on Trump. One former State Department envoy during the Obama administration said he read dozens of Steele's reports on Russia. The envoy said that on Russia, Steele was as good as the CIA or anyone. Steele's professional reputation inside U.S. agencies would prove important the next time he discovered alarming material, and lit the fuse again. The Washington Examiner also notes that aside from the now debunked, infamous Trump-Russia dossier and all its salacious 35-page glory assembled at the behest of Hillary and the DNC by opposition research firm Fusion GPS, Congressional investigators are now also looking into whether Steele may have compiled other additional phony reports on President Donald Trump and whether or not those reports have made their way to the State Department. York states, they are looking into whether those reports made their way to the State Department. They're also seeking to learn what individual State Department officials did in relation to Steele and whether there were any contacts between the State Department and the FBI or Justice Department concerning the anti-Trump material. In the coming months, it will be interesting to see how both the Trump administration and the State Department led now by Secretary of State Rex Tillerson will respond to Phase 2 and the media circus that will ensue. Isn't it easier just to say the Russians did it and be done with it? Thinking is really hard. And critical thinking is impossible. Now, where did I put my safe space? Representative Michael Williams, GAR, said it best, the leadership of the FBI and DOJ behaved in a way we would expect of the former Soviet Union, not the United States of America. I applaud Representative Nunes and other Republican members of the House Intel Committee for fighting and exposing corruption. Americans are tired of corrupt bureaucrats and their career politician enablers. If powerful leaders are not held accountable, the American people will never regain faith in the institutions meant to protect us. Former FBI Director James Comey was entrusted with one of the most powerful positions in the world. Sadly, he intentionally abused his power in an effort to destroy Donald Trump's presidency. He should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law and sent to prison for his crimes. No one is above the law. No one.